you that I cannot see because of this light, but because I scrapped my entire presentation last night and started from scratch. So if these slides don't make a lot of sense, take from them what you will. There are some disturbing images, so if you're squeamish, you might want to sit this one out. So this is my story. I decided to talk about what I know. I was in a fringe religious group some might refer to as a cult from the time I was 15 years old until I was 25. What's that like? I'm figuring you're wondering what that's about. We didn't handle snakes. We weren't coerced. We didn't drink strychnine. But we believed in prophecy, and there were very strict dress standards that you might be familiar with Pentecostal people adhering to, and we spoke in tongues, which is what I kind of want to talk about. What is that all about? What's that feel like? I not only did it once, I did it dozens, if not hundreds of times. That could have been me in that picture. It can feel really energetic. You can be screaming and stomping and crying and rolling under the pews. I did all those things. Or it can be really quiet, like the moment before you're about to fall asleep and your body kind of feels paralyzed. So those were very powerful experiences for me, and I didn't know quite how to interpret that. And I, as you might guess, started to question those things and question the religion that I'd been taught my entire life, and I looked to other cultures, and I just couldn't think for one more second that everyone else was wrong and we were the only ones that were right. And I looked at crowds and how they interacted with each other. Basically, a crowd's just a group of people, a dense group of people. The more you have and the more dense they are, the more powerful they are. When you add a homogeneity, if they have a uniform belief structure, which is often expressed in their dress, whether that be a religious dress or Packers fans, you're identifiable. And when you put music with that, you are now able to synchronize people's actions and focus their attention, and you have the possibility to have a ritual or a riot. Crowds can be extremely powerful. So how did I get in this in the first place? If you'd asked me when I was 14, I would have said, I'm going to MIT, and I had an offer on the table to go to math and science school. And I chose not to do that because of the church. I ordered my entire life around the church. I dropped out of high school at 17 so that I could go to college a year early so I wouldn't be the bride that got married right out of high school. And I remember saying very clearly to a coworker, I like my boring life. And I did, until I didn't anymore. And no one made me stay, but it cost me everything to leave. I left all my friends and the family that I had grown to love, and it was the end of my marriage. But I reinvented myself, and I'm here today. I think Portland is pretty sublime. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I don't know if it's a cautionary tale. I don't even know what I want you to take away from it. But I have a lot of friends out there in the audience, and you don't really know me unless you know this about me. So thank you for listening. Thank you for all being generous with your talents and wonderful. And thank you to the 3 friends of mine who got out also. And that's all I have. Thanks.
Go there on Twitter.